Yeah, so in this video, I want to explain indices and logarithm. So I'm going to start with the basic thing you understand. Here we have 72. How do we express 72 as a product of its prime factors? We have it as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So in index form, this is written as 2 raised to power 3 and then 3 raised to power 2. If we are to write 36 in the index form, we write that as 2 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 2. Why? Because as product of its prime factors, it is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. This will give us 36. But let us take a look at the fact that maybe we want to multiply 72 and 36 together, as we see in this case. Now, we have 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 2 in the index form, that is 72 written in the index form. And we have 36 written in the index form as 2 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 2. Now we have here 2 raised to power 3, and at the other, we have here 2 raised to power 3. At this other point here, we have 2 raised to power 2. And combine them together, we have 2 raised to power 3 plus 2, which is equal to 2 raised to power 5. What does this mean? This simply means that here we have 2 3 times. Then we have 2 raised to power 2 here, meaning 2 multiplying itself 2 times. So altogether, we have 2 multiplying itself 3 times and 2 times. And that is the reason for this addition here, which gives us 2 raised to power 5. On the other hand, we have 3 raised to power 2 at this end and 3 raised to power 2 at this end. Meaning 3 multiply itself here 2 times and here 2 times. So altogether, 3 multiply itself 2 plus 2 times, which is equal to 3 raised to power 4. So simply put, 2 raised to power 5 times 3 raised to power 4 is the index form representation of 72 times 36. But how do we use this to generalize and hide here, and which is the main thing we are trying to discuss in this lesson? Here, given x raised to power a, x is called the base, as you can see in this place, and a is called the index, the power, or exponent. So this is read as x raised to power a, or x index a, or x exponent a. So the major thing about indices and logarithms, or let me say indices for now, is that we want to see how to solve problems that has to do with powers, just like we have seen in this case here. We have here 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 2, and combine them together, we have these as our solution. So here we look at the lots of indices, but let it be known to you that indices is just the plural form of index. So the first one here is law 1, which is x raised to power a times x raised to power b is equals to x raised to power a plus b. It is important to understand what this actually means in order to apply this law in solving some problems. What does x raised to power a means? X raised to power a means x multiply itself a times. As you can see in this place, we have x multiply itself a times. X raised to power b means x multiply itself b times. So altogether, we have x multiply itself a times at this point, x multiply itself b times at this point. So the question now is, how many times does x multiply itself? That's going to be the a times and the b times. That is the sum of the a times and the b times. So since it is talking about the number of times that x multiplies itself, that is represented as powers. And that is why in this case here we have that x raised to power a times x raised to power b is equal to x raised to power a plus b. I'm going to give us some instances. Let's take a look at rather maybe 2 raised to power 3 times 2 raised to power 5. What does this mean? This simply means that 2 multiply itself 3 times, and this other 2 here multiply itself 5 times. So the question now is, in how many times do we have, or how many times do we have 2? That is 8 times. But how do we show that? We say this is 2 to the power 3 plus 5 plus 5, and 3 plus 5 will give us 8. So with that, we have simplified this to be equal to this. So in the next slide, or in the next video, I'm going to give more examples in order to make this clear.